Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are, what time you are watching this. Welcome to another episode of ICAD Audits. I'm your host, Winston, and today we're going to be looking at buzz. But before we do, as always, I like to remind you guys of the five criteria of the ICAD scorecard that we're using to determine this assessment and analysis. So first of all, it's does the particular brand clearly define and communicate who their ICP or ideal client customer profile are? Do they understand their customers' pain points in terms of the positioning and messaging? Does it show differentiation? Do they show and tell their value proposition? And finally, does their content strategy align to those four plus the business objectives that they're after? And of course, as I always say, in terms of the business objectives, there's no way for me to really know that. But there are certain tells using the other four criteria I just mentioned that you can know if a company's content strategy is really aligned towards their business objectives, or if everything is just pretty much scattered on all over the place. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. So, at first, we're seeing here the main headline above the fold where it says the frictionless sales engagement platform for revenue teams. All right, that's pretty good. I love how that starts out, but let's see how they explain it a bit more down here. All right, so it says the world's first all-in-one sales engagement platform that allows your sales team to engage more prospects and close more deals without software exhaustion. All right. Yeah. Okay. And well, I guess for someone like me, probably even someone like who's in sales, the aspect of software exhaustion makes sense. And I'm suspecting that they're doing a job at Salesforce because I mean many people have complained how complicated, how difficult it is to use Salesforce because it's so complex. I mean, I personally use HubSpot, but I think this is more targeted towards Salesforce, which most, if not all, sales teams use and prioritize in terms of their CRM. All right, and they have a button here that you can sign up, you can book a demo, but we'll come back to this in a short while. And it gives a screenshot here of, I guess, the back end of the platform itself. So it's a good start. It's a good start. Let's go a bit deeper down to see what else it says. All right. So Buzz has closed deals with mentioned some of the clients that they've worked with. They have some pretty big names: IBM, Cisco, Amazon, UFC, Microsoft. So some pretty big names here, which is good. Good social proof for them. Reach the people who matter the most. Finding the right people on the right channel at the right time is key component to your sales flow. Buzz combines data sourcing, automation, and lead management that allows you to directly engage, manage, and close your ideal clients. Okay, so they're communicating what their value prop is. LinkedIn automation, manage, send, and automate your LinkedIn activities without leaving Buzz. Buzz makes it 72% easier to get in front of your ideal clients and helps you get 3x more responses. Email outreach, integrate your existing email provider to automate, manage, and A/B test your strategy in Buzz. Run synchronized multi-channel campaigns to engage prospects on both channels. Real-time data enrichment, get the accurate lead data that you need to get deals closed. Our huge database and market leading automation make multi-channel outreach simple and effective. Use Buzz's internal fully customizable pipeline or natively connect your CRM to manage your prospects with direct two-way sync. Buzz helps manage hot leads from cold to close. All right, so even without me going much further, they kind of give an idea of, at a very high level, the different use cases that you can use with Buzz. But here's what I want to see, and as we go through this assessment a bit more, we'll see if we'll see that for each of these use cases that they mentioned here, I actually want to see some sort of example, whether that example is in the form of a case study with a client that they've worked with, or if they want to do like a product highlight video that, shows, as I mentioned before, the importance of showing, not telling, how each of these different features and aspects of the Buzz platform actually helps to do the things that they mentioned here. So that's what I would like. I would love to see. Even better if you can actually have these on the homepage, because never assume that people will actually scroll beyond your homepage. In terms of one that wants to land on that homepage. So you want to have as much information as possible here, just in case people don't visit other aspects of your website. Same thing they have here as the above the fold heading, book a consultation, get started, how it works, simply at powerful features. Buzz features a seamless interface designed for easy use and client success. I think the focus is a bit too much on features, which is something a lot of tech companies do, especially in the SaaS world. They focus too much on features and not so much on whether specific use cases for those features, real-time use cases, not the ones that are made up. And also, what exactly is the outcome? What's the benefit? What's the value proposition as a result of using these different features? I find that this is one of the things that a lot of B2B SaaS, and even tech, because not just SaaS, people who offer IT services, that they miss when they talk about the services, in terms of how does this service or this feature actually lead to a specific outcome that the customer is actually after. All right, so let's scroll on here and see what it's saying. So it's testimonials, and it says what our great customers are saying. It says I spend 125 plus K on Buzz every year. The ROI makes it the easiest decision I've made for my business. In 6 months, I've added 15 plus million in annual contract value and recruited 3 senior executives to my remote team using Buzz.ai. Oh, so it's AI, not IO. Okay. I have closed 75 plus K new businesses using Buzz.ai. It has changed the way I book meetings and engage prospects. All right, so social proof is always a good thing. Are you ready to make Are you ready to make your team more effective with Buzz? You get predictable, data-driven sales engagement and a detailed outreach strategy with industry-leading automation, integrated with the tools you know and love. So it talks about integration here, the importance of sales engagement, blah, blah, blah. All right, so there's a lot of call. All right, here's what I'm getting from the homepage, just on this quick overview or assessment. It and this may not have been their intention. I'm just telling you how it comes across to me. It comes across as they're more focused on trying to get people to book a meeting than actually demonstrating and communicating the value that the platform actually has. So they give you a very high level kind of a tease and then expect you to book a call or book a meeting, to get the full picture. But I mean, as I said, with me and, based on feedback I've seen on LinkedIn, a lot of people would prefer to see how the product works before getting into a sales meeting. Like a lot of people, they want to self-educate. They want as much information as possible before they even talk to a sales rep. Because for me, let's say I'm interested in this particular platform, which I could very well be, based on the fact that I'm the one that manages my sales process and sales pipeline. So this is something that I could potentially be interested in as a business owner. But the thing about it is that I'm yet to see the value and the benefit of this just by looking at the homepage. So let's say I was kind of interested in such a platform, then it's very likely that, yeah, I might browse a bit just to get an idea of what it's about, but it's not enough to compel me to want to book a meeting, because I still want to see more of the product and less of you trying to book a meeting with me. All right, so they have a buzz video here. Says Buzz integrates first of its kind automated video activities into your outreach campaigns, create dynamic workflows that enhance outbound success through video communication. All right, and they gave some of the results here: better CTR, sales opportunities, more replies, personalized feel. Why use video outreach, automated and scalable. Um, again comes back to the same thing I just said before. If you're going to have a landing page on your website that says Buzz Video, because when I saw this is the first thing I thought. I saw Buzz Video. I thought this was going to be a page that actually shows me a product demo in terms of the video of the actual platform and how it works on the back end of it. So again, you're telling me all of this. You're trying to sell me on the features and the benefits, but before making a decision to actually book a call, I still want to see how it works. Email outreach, more benefits, features, and again, still no video. I want to see a video. I mean, probably I'm word like that. I don't know if anyone is like this, but I'm the type of person that I want to see a video before I make a decision to book a call with sales. Like, allow me to self-educate rather than trying to push me into a demo meeting. Just so you can have the numbers to say, well, we were able to book X amount of meetings this month or this quarter. Like, that isn't going to help you if people aren't even willing to book a meeting in the first place. All right, and pretty much the same thing, more features and benefits. Use cases. All right, so now we're talking. So let's click on Solopreneur. Let's see what it says. Powerful all-in-one sales engagement solution for solopreneurs. Powerful automation, designed to scale. So again, all right, when I talk about use case, you see, all of these are very high level. These are very high level use cases. And usually when you see high level use cases like this, that doesn't speak to specific scenarios and situations that customers would be in, it usually means that much time isn't spent talking with customers. There's a lot of assumption made in terms of what's the benefit to the customer. And a lot of this copy on the website isn't probably based on what feedback from actual customers. It's probably just someone who built the website just say, hey, let's just make some generic high level use cases and throw it on the website, just so we can have some copy for the websites. So let's move from the solopreneur to the enterprise. Let's see if there is much of a difference. Again, all right, so I don't think we need to go any further where this is concerned. I think a lot of it is pretty much the same. It's just each landing page on the website is just focused on communicating a lot of features and high level benefits, but nothing specific that lets me know that this is a platform that's for me. Buzz is a sales engagement agency specialized. Wait, it's an agency. I thought it was a platform. Okay. Let me read on. Let me see. Buzz is a sales engagement agency specializing in multi-channel outreach. Our custom software fully automates cold outreach using a highly effective multi-channel strategy to put you in front of your. All right, you see this that I just highlighted, all of this, I would have put this on the home page above the full. So where it says, the frictionless sales engagement platform, underneath it, I would have put this, that our custom software fully automates cold outreach using a highly effective multi-channel strategy to put you in front of your ideal prospects. Because even without me having to think too hard, this immediately tells me what Buzz is without me even seeing a video or having to book a demo. So I definitely put this here in terms of, well, not here, but on the homepage, below the main heading of the homepage. How long does it started? What results can I expect? Our clients experience an average response of 8 to 12%. Do I need Sales Navigator? You don't need Sales Navigator. All right. So FAQs, let's look on the pricing page. All right. So the good thing is that they have the pricing page here, which is good. 125 per month, and gives an idea of what's included in each plan. Okay. The final thing, which I said I was going to touch on, which is all right. So as I was saying, in terms of the header, I would remove this. Well, then again, this is actually pretty good. Yeah. So let that one stay. All right. So as I mentioned, I wanted to come back to look on the Booker demo to see what's the flow for that. All right. So when I click on the button, it automatically populates a calendar that I can book a meeting. All right. So that's good. All right. So now that we've looked on their website, let's take a look on their LinkedIn page to see. Well, I just actually realized something, that there isn't any resources or content on their website. Let me see if they have it down here. Same thing, no content on their website. Okay. All right, let's click out of this. Let's go to their LinkedIn page. The frictionless all-in-one sales engagement platform for revenue teams. I really love this heading. I don't know why it speaks to me so much, but I really enjoy and really love this heading that they have here. Let's look on their posts. Well, they are active, so that's good. Prospect engagement subcategory refers to company profiles. All right, so a lot of company specific posts, not much audience or customer specific posts. Mostly focuses on the company. Why is a sales pipeline important for sales team? Yeah, I would flesh out their content strategy a bit more. It doesn't seem like they have a really fleshed out content strategy, if any at all. It just seems like they have someone managing the social media pages, and they just basically are trying to keep the page active by making posts, but nothing to really build any sort of thought leadership around, is what I'm getting from this. All right, now that we've done our assessment, let's look on the score that I gave to both. So clearly defines and communicates ICP. I gave them a 4 for that, because they did a very good job communicating that this is indeed a platform for sales and revenue teams. Like I got that sense. I got the sense that they were very clear that this is something for their sales team, or revenue team, if they want to include marketing. If marketing is a part of that revenue team. I think what would have bumped them up to a 5 is if they were a bit more niche. I know that the focus on several different categories, but then again, the reason why niche is so powerful is that it helps to differentiate you from everyone else, first of all, and it helps to communicate to prospects that we're not for everyone, that our platform is specifically for you. So it creates a more customized, personalized experience for that person, and then that group of persona, prospects, whatever you want to call them, they feel more special. Me, I'm on more feel like Buzz is uniquely for them, which can make all the difference in the world. It's the difference between me saying that I do marketing for B2B companies versus me saying, well, I do marketing for B2B tech startups that generate a specific range of annual revenue. Like it speaks a lot more to people who are looking for that. Number two, understand customer pain points. I gave them a two for this, and I'm not saying that they don't understand their customer pain points, but it wasn't communicated on the website clearly, if any at all. I think they can definitely do a better job in communicating those pain points so that when people actually visit their website, whether it's a solopreneur, small business, they get the sense that this person or this team of people definitely understand my points. And again, that's why niching is so important, because when you're trying to be everything to everyone, then it's very hard for you to really communicate and come across as the platform that really understands, or the brand that really understands the pain points of your customers. And I didn't get that sense from Buzz at all. Positioning and messaging shows differentiation. Again, a two, because there's nothing that shows me what's different about Buzz. I mean, they spoke about a lot of features. They gave me a lot of high level use cases. They spoke about benefits, but nothing that makes me say, hey, this is why Buzz is different from other LinkedIn automated cold outreach platforms that's out there. There's nothing different, and this is something that I could probably do on my own even without Buzz. Right? You want that type of differentiation where people feel like even if they could do it on their own, they'd much rather do it with you because of the perceived value that they're getting from it. And that value only happens through differentiation. Or should I say that perceived value only happens through differentiation. Shows and tells value proposition, I gave them a three for that. They were more telling than showing, to be honest. I wish they would show more. But again, they had certain use cases. They did an okay job communicating their value proposition, and they did have some social proof. So it shows that there is value in their platform if certain high level big names are actually using it. And then finally, content strategy that aligns. I definitely didn't get that. As I mentioned, I don't think there's really a fleshed out content strategy there. There isn't any content on the website whatsoever, and even on their LinkedIn page, it's just very company focused and little, if any at all, customer focused. So I gave them a one for that. But I think there's a lot of potential because the mere fact that they're targeting salespeople and they interact with salespeople, it's very easy for them to create and build out that type of strategy, either through speaking with their own sales team to gather insights with what are the things they are struggling with their outreach, or speaking with existing customers within different segments and now creating a content strategy that speaks to each segment of customer. So overall, I gave them a. Are we doing the drum roll? Let's do the drum roll. Drum roll. I gave them a 12 out of 25 for that one. That's what it comes up to, which the total is 48. So they got a 48 score for that, which means that they're barely hanging in there. Now, barely hanging in there doesn't necessarily mean from a revenue standpoint, but I think in terms of their growth and how they can scale a lot more quickly, I think it's limited because they haven't really spent time to really flesh out these key 5 things that I spoke about, through this audit. So, with that said, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's been another episode of ICAD Audits. Tune in next week where we'll go over another B2B tech company. Take care and all the best.